Hey there, so today we have another review. This is a beer from Stone. This is the Enjoy By series. So I actually review this specific beer, the 2023 Hazy IPA, double IPA 9%, Citron Macau. And then you can go on the website. It's really cool. It's like Stone Brewing / Enjoy By. You see all the iterations. Obviously, with the different Enjoy Bys, they have like different iterations of ingredients. I think the original like regular Stone Enjoy By is like 10 hops in it. There's the unfiltered version. This is the Hazy Enjoy 420 version. So I loved it last year. So I'm curious how this turns out. Beer comes in a deep gold color. Most people wouldn't call this a Hazy IPA because it's just so dark. It comes in a deep gold color. Mostly, you know, the small craft breweries ideally are using like a 2-row Pilsner and then like 10 to 40% wheat or oats. So it's going to be very pale. And this isn't even completely opaque. So it's like a medium haze with a very dark looking beer, right? On the nose. Yeah, very plasticky. It's got to be the yeast or something. Something about these, like the Stone IPA, the Brew Nation. There's this like plasticky tone to it. It has a little bit of thing that the Pacific Northwest does, but it's almost like a phenol. Like they're dank. So this one's not only like it smells phenolic, but it's also oniony and garlicky. So I don't know why whether like all their hops are oniony or garlicky or just phenolic. I don't know. I don't know what's going on here. I'm curious to think about like more about like initial impressions like onion and garlic, like super allium. But then underneath there's a plasticky thing, which is very weird. I don't know what it is. On the palate, whoa, very bitter. Oh, interesting. So like this is like ideally like pretty peak freshness, right? Or I guess freshness I would have gotten a month ago, right? Or right off the canning line. But we got another, like this is about a month in, and we got another month and a half to go. On the palate, it's got a little bit of fruitiness, a little bit of grapefruit, but it's very dry. Bitter as all hell. A little bit of biscuity malt in the middle, a little bit of sweetness in here. Tastes nothing like Hazy IPA. It's super bitter, which I do remember. Like when I loved the beer last year. I loved how bitter it was. It's smooth and clean. It honestly tastes a little bit like if you blend a super bitter Stone IPA. Well, actually, something overly bitter, because this is already very bitter. This is like full bitter, lingering too, lasting, almost cloying bitterness. So like if you get like blend an overly bitter Stone IPA with like a softer hazy pale ale or something like that. Big booze, big alcohol, big booze and alcohol. Big bitterness, lingering, a little bit cloying. Do I like this? I don't know why I liked this so much last year, On the palate, a little bit more of that plasticky tone to it. It's so weird. I don't know what it is. You guys tell me again. So, like, super fresh. I've had Stone IPA, the OG Brew Nation, and now this beer. The hops express, again, very phenolic, very, again, like, you guys know what I'm talking about. Like, Belgian beer, there's this, like, you know, not only is it always, like, generally you're going to get a little bit of banana, a little bit of clove, but also you get this, like, plasticky, band-aidy, it's ethyl acetate. Lower, I believe in lower amounts, it comes off a little bit fruity, a little bit, it's generally it is the highest ester that you're going to get in beers, but at high rates, especially in Belgian beers, it's going to come off like, not just fruity, but like Band-Aid, rubber gloves, latex gloves, and all that stuff, right? I don't know, man. The beer, to me, just tastes very not balanced. It has like a smooth, creamy, light, biscuity malt character, a little bit of hoppiness, but it's so darn bitter. What the hell? Yeah, like it needs more like fruitiness or something. Like how this Heady Topper, I consider a beer very bitter, but like it has all these wonderful aromatics to it and like a balancing malt character. You know what? I imagine a really bad old Heady Topper could taste like this. That's what it tastes like. Because it's got a little bit of creaminess, a little bit of the grapefruit, a little bit of malt sweetness, and super like long bitterness. But when Heady Topper falls apart and the aromatics fall apart, you're stuck with a very bitter beer. And that's like when I reviewed, what was that Heady Topper that was like a year old? Beer was gross. This beer is not as bad, but it is raw. Like, and it's still fresh. It's so fresh. But I just find it completely like very not balanced. Maybe it's old. Maybe it's gone through heat. But then again, even in Florida, we've only only hit the 80s recently. Like, we've mostly been hanging out in the 70s, which is, by the way, for Florida, very lucky. Because now I can't wait for just 80 degrees all the way until, like, sorry, 80, 90, 100 degrees all the way until October, November. Again, like 6 to 9 months. Great. Awesome. So, I don't know. It's got that plasticky thing, too. It's almost like someone blended like a Belgian like triple with a super old hazy IPA, and then a really old heady topper, and then maybe like a little bit of a hazy beer. I don't know. It's like all over the place. Very bitter. I'm good. Rating. Jeez. It's definitely better than the. Jesus Christ, the kids are going nuts. It's definitely better than a year-old heady topper. That's a compliment. It's so bitter. And then, like, bitterness works because, like, your brain tricks you when you have these awesome aromatics. It's like, oh, yeah, it's hoppy. We'll take the bitterness. But it doesn't even have that going on. So it's like, I don't like this much. Last year gives me a 97. I'm going to give it an 80. I'll be generous. I'll be generous and give it an 80. Stone Enjoy by 4.20.23, 2024. 2023 was awesome. Not this beer. Until next time, let me know what you think. I have no clue.